Whiskey Delta 4, come back with the call sign slowly, phonetically.
Phonetically?
Well, I tell you what there, Whiskey Delta 4. I was copying you on the Milford SDR, and they keep kicking me off. You know, the thing is about that, they have some rules, I guess, about if I had a password. Oh, if I had a password for Milford, I wouldn't have to worry about all this stuff. I wouldn't have any problems. But if you don't have a password, then you've got, you know, if you don't do something in 20 minutes, they kick you off. If you do something in half an hour, they kick you off. So they just more or less just kick you off, you know, and I'm constantly fighting. It's like a one-armed paper hanger here. I don't know if you've seen the video or not, but I'm just constantly reacquiring in the Milford PA SDR. But on the other hand, the Milford PA SDR is one of the most exceptional SDRs that I know of, and it's my main go-to. So I can't give them too hard a time. They'll shut me off forever. Well, anyway. So anyway, Whiskey Delta 4 station, I have reacquired the Milford PA SDR. If you would, please, give me your call sign slowly, phonetically again.
Give me your call sign slowly, phonetically again. Okay, it's Whiskey Delta 4 Echo Romeo Mike. Echo Romeo Mike, over.
Roger, Echo Romeo Mike, and what is the name, sir?
Roger, Echo Romeo Mike, and what is the name, sir? My name is Ken, Kilo Echo November, and I'm located in extreme south central Georgia, right on the Georgia-Florida border, over.
Yes, sir, Ken, and what radio are you running, sir?
Yes, sir, Ken, and what radio are you running, sir? This is also an older radio, it's the Yaesu FT-1000D, FT-1000 Delta.
1000 Delta, Roger, Roger. Now, does that have a compressor in it?
It does.
Okay, part of our setup procedure starts with you engaging your compressor at a 3. Turn that compressor on and adjust it for a 3. It's a token amount, and you'll never hear it on the air. You'll never hear it working on the air, but it does exactly what we needed to do. So the beginning of our setup process is the compressor on and add a 3.
Process is the compressor on and add a 3. Okay, the compressor is on. It's hard to tell. These marks are not numbered, but I would expect maybe the 3 might be in the 9 o'clock position.
Frequencies in use? Roger. Well, it would probably be about 10 o'clock, 10:30 position on the pointer there if you don't have numbers. Roger?
Position on the pointer there if you don't have numbers. Roger? Okay, that's about where we are now then. About, just a little past what would be 10, over.
Yes, sir, that's it. Now, does it have an ALC meter? Does it have an ALC reference?
Have an ALC meter. Does it have an ALC reference? Yeah, I have an ALC. Just a second, let me switch ALC on. Okay.
Alrighty, so now that we have our ALC meter on, what we're going to do is hit transmit, speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, with mic gain in hand, and adjust your ALC to where it's reading mid-scale to 2/3. Mid-scale to 2/3 on the ALC meter by way of mic gain manipulation. Roger?
2/3 on the ALC meter by way of mic gain manipulation. Roger? Okay, where do I need the meter to read? Just that the ALC has a green area, and then it turns just no color. And right now, it's on the peaks. It's going to the maximum on the green level. Over.
Roger. Okay, pull it down just a little bit. What's your mic gain control setting right now?
A little bit. What's your mic gain control setting right now? It's about 11 o'clock.
All right, make that mic gain control at 10 o'clock and let me hear you.
All right, make that mic gain control at 10 o'clock and let me hear you. Okay, we're back down just a little bit to 10. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sounds good, sounds good. Okay, now we move to our equalization page. Do you know how to get to your equalization page on that radio?
Do you know how to get to your equalization page on that radio? The 1000D was out before all of that came into being. The only adjustment on this is the mic gain and the processor over.
I see. Okay, well, what we can do is about how close are you working that microphone?
About how close are you working that microphone? Oh, it's probably about maybe 3 inches away, I guess, something like that.
All right, let's try it at about 4 to 5 inches away. Pull back about 5 inches, and let me hear you at 5 inches.
Back about 5 inches, and let me hear you at 5 inches. Okay, this is about 5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, now take your mic gain to about noontime. Your mic gain up to about noontime, and let's do that again at about 5 inches, and let me hear you.
Again at about 5 inches, and let me hear you. WD4ERM, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I think that sounds better. What we're trying to do is get a little more top-end articulation, and without EQ, we have to resort to inverse proximity effect. Proximity effect says that the closer you work a microphone, the bassier it will sound. You will have bass buildup as you come closer to that microphone. So we put that in reverse and we move you back away about 5 inches, and that way we change the EQ pattern with less bottom and more top. Roger?
We change the EQ pattern with less bottom and more top. Roger? Okay, I understand. And ALC is still staying within the limits. It's not running over.
No, Roger. And do you can see clearly the ALC, and then at the end of the ALC, does it have a red light, like an overmod light, or any over indication at the end of the ALC indicator?
Indication at the end of the ALC indicator? No, it just the ALC has a green area that goes just past the 12 o'clock position. And then the rest of the line is just a white line. So I'm assuming that the green area is where you want to stay and not go beyond that, but it does not have a red light.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So we want to go mid-scale to 2/3, and it's important though that you do that 2/3 because the actual sweet spot is halfway between mid-scale and 2/3. So you have to be just a little bit more than mid-scale. Roger.
Well, yeah, it is. It's more than mid-scale. I'd say it's probably where you would want it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looks good on the meter there, and well, what we're looking for is a 3 dB dynamic range on your audio. Unprocessed audio runs 10 dB. So what we want to do is close that audio down, fatten it up to about 3 dB. Now, when you get past 3 dB, when you keep on fattening it up, it starts to blur. When you get to like a 2 dB dynamic range or a dB and a half, that's too much, and the words start to run together. Words have to have life. And I have found that about 3 dB dynamic range is a nice compromise between a fatter signal and too fat. Roger, Roger?
A fatter signal and too fat. Roger, Roger? Okay. I'm not sure what I'm looking for.
I think you got it, sir. I think you're looking for the Gorilla Tape to taper down, because I think you've got everything running just perfect.
To taper down, because I think you've got everything running just perfect. All right. Listen, I appreciate this. You're doing a good job. Thanks a lot. Now, what's the name up there?
Name here is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike, Call again is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. We're located just across the Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River right at Louisville. And we have been recording since 3:30. So if you would like to hear your radio and our setup, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by today's date, 6/4/21, that will take you directly to this recording. And give us a couple of days to get it uploaded to YouTube, Roger.
And give us a couple of days to get it uploaded to YouTube, Roger. All right, Jim, we'll do that. Are you not able to copy me direct? You got a great signal down here in Georgia.
Give me 10 seconds, sir. Give me 5 seconds on something, and let me listen to my local antenna.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, give me 10 seconds on your antenna. Tell me about your antenna in 10 seconds.
Oh, okay, all right. The antenna is a modified the antenna is a modified the similarity of the delta loop ends. But that's where the similarity of the delta loop ends. It does have a modification to it, but it is up 80 feet on vertical, over.
Roger. Ken, I can copy on my local antenna, but Milford is a lot cleaner. And FYI, we are running right at KW, so let me drop down and I'll show you what 100 watts sounds like. We're down to 100 watts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's 100. And we're back to the KW, Roger.
2, 1, that's 100. And we're back to the KW, Roger. Okay, you're running a solid S7 with the power. When you drop down, it was almost down to a 5. So a little over, just a little over 5, and then up to a 7, over.
Yes, sir, but that what is your average noise level? Is it like a 4, 3, or 4?
Is your average noise level, is it like a 4, 3, or 4? You hit it. You must be looking at my meter exactly halfway between 3 and 4.
Yes, sir. That's why we run a kilowatt, to try to get over the noise and stay over the noise, even when propagation has ebbs and flows, so we can control the net, Roger.
Flows, so we can control the net, Roger. All right. Well, seem to be doing fine. Well, listen, thanks. There may be some other guys that want to get checked out, so I appreciate the help. And have a good weekend up there. This is WD4ERM.
Roger, Ken 73, sir. Have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. And gosh, it's 5 after 5, and we have turned into a pumpkin. We turned into a pumpkin at 5 o'clock and have to pull the plug. We've been recording live since 3:30. If you participated and want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the date 6/4/21, that will take you directly to this recording. So 73 for now, and we will be back next Friday, all things being equal and the creeks don't rise. This is KC9VKV, returning the frequency to normal amateur radio use. KC9VKV, clear.